Good afternoon. I'm supposed to start on this screen, aren't I? I've forgotten. I've brought the team straight up. How is it going? Game Week 37 deadline stream. The penultimate deadline stream. I'm surprised I've not used the word penultimate more this week. But there you go. It's the penultimate stream. There's only one more deadline stream after this. There's going to be loads of questions about, is this player starting? Is that player starting? And my answer is going to be, I have no idea. Unless, of course, it's David De Gea, in which case the Manchester Evening News think that he's going to start. We could get some early team news around Man United. We could get some early team news around Leeds. And then, obviously, the teams that they're playing as well. Yeah, it's going to be a busy stream. I'm looking forward to this one and the next one. Yes, congratulations to Hashtag United. They did get promoted. I just saw that with Spencer doing the stream over on Hashtag. I'll miss these live streams. By the way, I'll just say now, even though no one's going to go back and watch this bit, I will be doing Euro 2020 fantasy content. So many people have asked me. I'm definitely playing. I've made my team. It needs a lot of work. I'm going to do some research. That's all going to start after the Premier League season is over because, quite frankly, Game Week 38 is extremely important. I'm not going to be talking about Euro 2020, especially when all the squads aren't even announced yet. So it's coming, but just relax. This is going to be the worst deadline stream in a while. I'm not completely locked on captaincy. I'm not completely locked on my transfers. I'm kind of all over the place. Hang on. I'm on... Okay, let me just get the team up. I need to change the music as well. I know some people have requested to know what I'm putting on. So today I'm going to put on a Jay-Z playlist that's got like basically all of his albums. At least all the albums I used to listen to when I was a bit younger. So first song is Izzo / In the End. So it's Jay-Z's Linkin Park. It's a good album, that. And no one cares about that, though. Just made my Euro team and I found it so hard. Yeah, I think it's, especially if you're not like knowledgeable about all the teams, it's obviously difficult to find the hidden gems. So don't panic too much. Plenty to come. Okay, and then McNeil's on my wall because I went bench boost at a single game week last week and he got 14 points. Mark, how's it going? Fozzie, how is it going? Yeah, obviously, you don't have to play Fantasy Euros. I'm going to play it because I think I'm going to have enough time to watch a lot of the Euros and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so this is the team as it stands. I've made no transfers. Kane's still my captain. That might change to Salah. I don't know what to do. If you need the link for Euro 2020 Fantasy, go and check my pinned tweet on Twitter. And I think everyone's going to be asking me, Kane versus Salah, and I don't know. Transfers, so if anyone watched my team selection video, I've whittled it down from 5 potential moves to 3. So I don't think it could change. I don't think I'm going to bring in Cavani, and I don't think I'm going to bring in Fernandes for a hit. I think if I take a hit, I'll go to Mane. So the transfers are Jota to Greenwood, which gives me enough money to do Son to Mane in 38 if I want to. I'm definitely not rolling, 100% not rolling. I don't see why attacking 38 is any better than attacking 37, to be honest. Maybe we'll get something crazy next week that'll be worth it. But I'm not against taking a hit this week or next. So I could do Jota to Greenwood if he starts. I'm only going to do that if I get confirmation he starts this week. And then in 38, I can do Son to Mane. But that means I have to play Jota or I have to play Greenwood against Wolves or Iheanacho against Spurs. Don't particularly like that. The other option is just Iheanacho to Antonio and bench Jota. I'm kind of a little bit tempted by that one, to be honest. It seems like the safest, most, sensible move. You get a player who's got great stats against 2 weak teams. You save a lot of money, happy days. But then getting Mane is a bit trickier. And the other option is Jota to Mane and fund it with Konza to Mitchell or Iheanacho to Vidra. I was against Mane, yeah, but I'm a little bit less against it now. Because basically I started talking myself into a hit for Fernandes. I was like, if I'm going to get Fernandes, I might as well just get Mane and just do it straight away. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I think it's just going to be a 4:29 p.m. I'm going to be like, boom, there we go. with the captaincy, it doesn't look could change. It doesn't look like Pope's going to play, and that makes me very tempted to just go to Salah and just go all in on Liverpool. Vardy, Zaha to Antonio Mane. Is that a good shout? Love it. Antonio Mane, it's so good. So good. Captain Burn, probably not going to captain Dan Burn, even though he's a legend. I need to turn the music down a bit. Jay-Z MOP. Greenwood has not been confirmed to start. Where is that? If you've got a source, then send it to me on Twitter, I guess. I don't want to get into the stage of discussing like fake news, basically. The only thing I've seen is David De Gea, and Manchester Evening News has said he's likely to start. Leading 1 min league, chasing 1. Should I take a hit this game week? Sure. I mean, who are you taking out and who are you bringing in? I'm never against hits if it's the right hit. It's impossible to say without knowing the players, you know. Joachim, how's it going? Zaha to Rafinha, would you do it? Don't like Zaha against Arsenal. Sub would be free. Probably, yeah. I probably would do it. I think Rafinha's better for the last 2 weeks. Let's just say that. Without knowing your other transfer strategy and stuff like that. I got no interest in Bruno captain. If I bought him in, I wouldn't be captaining him. So again, it's another reason to possibly just go Mane. The music's so loud for me anyway. Salah's never scored versus Burnley. I know, but that doesn't bother me, to be honest. Yeah, you won't be able to hear any music. I'm just saying it's too loud for me. For me, I'm going to say this all stream. If your question is who do I get in for Jota, and one of the options is Rafinha, then I'm going to say Rafinha every time. Doesn't matter who. Well, maybe not every time. If you put Mane in there or something, then maybe I'd change my mind. Bring in Rafinha or Greenwood. I personally, again, without knowing the Man United team news, I would go Rafinha. I think I feel like you're pretty much guaranteed 2 starts against 2 weak teams. So I'm quite big on Rafinha. If I didn't have Rafinha, I think my transfer this week would be so much easier. Son, Jota to Rafinha, Bruno -4, or Jota to Greenwood. I think I'd just do Jota to Greenwood, to be honest, or Jota to Rafinha. Thing is, if you bring Bruno in for a -4, you're taking out Son versus Villa, and Bruno might not play in 38. Is it worth it to substitute Castagna 2 difficult matches for any defender for a -4? I wouldn't necessarily bring in a West Ham defender for a -4, no. Maybe if it was Trent or someone like that, I'd possibly just play him. Iheanacho to Antonio, Tielemans to Willock, Harrison -4. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't see Tielemans as much of an FPL option, so I think that's a good move. Tweeted my team on your I'm live tweet. Need help with the defence. What's the question? I might not be able to find it. Oh, Jota to Rafinha, but I'm not happy with the defence. Is it worth a hit? I mean, Trent's good. Dallas is good. Well, how can you not be happy with the defence? Trent and Dallas are great. Your only issue is Reece James. And if he doesn't play, he might come on, which is a bit annoying. Otherwise, you get Saiss against Everton. I wouldn't take a hit, I don't think. I mean, Trent and Dallas are great. Just my opinion. You're all welcome to completely ignore me. I am a bit of an idiot. Don't know what I'm talking about. In order to afford Richarlison to Kane, should I do Luka Dean to a cheap defender and play Nat Phillips, or Lingard to St. Maximin, or Willock and play Luka Dean? Oh my god. Should I do Luka Dean? Well, I feel like Okay, so I don't think getting rid of Luka Dean is necessarily a great option, but I think if it's to afford Kane, I'm okay with it. And Lingard's got 2 good fixtures, right? So I'll probably go that route. What about Mane to Fernandes? I would just keep... Mane's going to... Jota's probably not going to start over the next 2 games. Mane definitely is. I think you don't know if Fernandes is going to play 38. Mane definitely will. So I would just keep Mane. I don't know why you would do Mane to Fernandes, to be honest. Again, just my opinion. I could just say that after every question. Just my opinion. Just in case you didn't know, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Jota and Bale out for Mane and Harrison -4. I don't hate it based on what Mason said about Bale, that he doesn't know if he can start in quick succession. It doesn't mean he definitely won't, though, is all I would say. But I don't hate it. And by the way, before anyone asks Rafinha versus Harrison, my money's on Rafinha. But I don't really hate the... I don't really hate Harrison as a pick. But I do think I prefer... Rafinha. Lingard to Willock for a hit. I wouldn't do that personally. Would you play Dallas over Sofal? Yes. Villa supporter. Kane always scores against us. In the last 6, he's only failed in 2. Both times injured, and he got a brace in 2 matches. It's just a good fixture, yeah, against Villa. I agree. I'm not against Kane captain, but when it's so close, I'm thinking, do I just switch to the midfielder? What I've done all this season is chose my captaincy in advance and stuck to it, and I might do that here and just hope that I haven't got it massively wrong. Greenwood as a captaincy punt, have both Kane and Salah. Your thoughts? Pretty much what you've said, right? It is a punt. How much of a punt do you want to take? Are you willing to take that risk? I think for any move like that, I don't think Greenwood's a bad outside captaincy punt, but are you willing to take it if Kane and Salah massively outscore him? Are you going to have massive regret and then start making bad decisions? If not, do it, but try and wait to see if he's starting tonight. Watkins to Lacazette for a hit. I think there's better, cheaper options that you could just take no hit. If you haven't got Antonio and Bamford, then possibly one of those. Thoughts on a keeper move, Martinez? Yeah, Dubravka. If you had the money, I would go Martinez to Ederson because Pep said he's going to start the last two. If not, Dubravka. But I don't think Martinez is worth moving on if you've got other stuff to do. Navigate early deadlines is still working. Watching your stream too. Very nice. Doing Watkins to Antonio Bamford this game. Jota out at 38. Which defender? Only one start from Cody. Holding Fofana. I would start holding, I think, against Palace. Then Fofana, then Cody. Oh my god, so many questions. How long we got left? We've got still over an hour. Own Bruno and Shaw, no Rafinha. Should I still get Greenwood this week for Jota, given 30? Nah, personally I wouldn't. I would just get Rafinha. I would get Rafinha over Greenwood, I think, this week. You could just have a lot of transfers to deal with next week. I mean, 38's a free-for-all. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but yeah, I'd probably just get Rafinha. Jota to Rafinha or Rafinha. Jota to Bale or Greenwood. If starting, Greenwood, I think. But at least then you know Greenwood's starting. You don't know if Bale definitely will. Am I mad to start Zaha over Bamford and Sofao over Lingard? I wouldn't say you're mad, but I think if they all start, I would start Lingard and Bamford. So it's up to you. I meant Fernandes to Mane now. What do you think? No, I would hold Fernandes for Game Week 37 for sure. It's Fulham, right, at home. -4 for Rafinha to bench one of Dallas. Nah, I would just not take the hit. Do it next week maybe. I mean, I'd happily play Luka Dean Dallas this week, even Phillips to a certain extent. Victor, how's it going? I just done Kane and Jota out for Mane and Antonio. Oh my god. I'm very confident over 2 fixtures they'll be better. Do you know what? You might be right because Jota's obviously not going to play. I'll say this. Taking out Kane this week is ballsy. But Mane and Antonio look good, I think. And they're much more different. So you could be a genius. We'll wait and see. Kane and Smith Rowe in for Zaha and Calvert-Lewin for -4. I don't mind it, no. I mean, if you can get Kane for -4, that seems pretty good to me. It's just Smith Rowe versus Zaha. Yeah, I might back that, yeah. Take a hit for Johnson to Cresswell and bench James. Again, like Seth, I wouldn't take a hit. I don't think your defence needs it, to be honest. I mean, Reece James, I know it's not guaranteed that he will start, but if he does, that's a pretty nice looking back line. I feel like you're worrying too much. You're worrying too much about your team when you don't need to. Not that I don't mean that people shouldn't worry about their teams, but I mean your particular team. It looks alright to me. Jota, Watkins, Ward-Prowse to Greenwood, Antonio, Willock -8. I don't know if you need to do all of that, do you? I mean, Jota and Ward-Prowse to Willock and Greenwood for -4. Maybe just keep Watkins one more week. I don't mind Watkins to Antonio for -4, but I don't know if you need to do it. I'd maybe just do the other two. Mane and Jebison in for Jota and Calvert-Lewin, or Mane, Jebison and Willock in for Jota, Iheanacho and Lingard. No, I don't think Willock. We don't have to start taking -4s for Willock, do we? Cheers, Peter, for the congrats. But yeah, I would just do the first one. Forster as my main keeper. Jota and Forster to Rafinha and Fabianski sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, West Ham have good fixtures, I suppose. It's tricky. It's a bit of a minefield, like what a goalkeeper's going to be like the last 2 games, you know? I'll start Trent, Dallas and so far. Other option is Forster to Peacock. I wouldn't bring in Peacock Farrell. Jesus. Against Salah and co. Yeah, I'd maybe just do the first one and hope for the best with West Ham. Start Willock over Lingard. I think it's very close. What would I do? I'd probably lean towards Lingard, but I don't really hate either. The stats are very close between the two. I'm going to say Lingard. And Dallas over Luka Dean. No, I'd probably play Luka Dean, I think. Jota to Mane -4 with a compromised bench. I don't know what compromised bench means, but Jota is for Mane -4. It's something I'm considering, so yeah, I quite like it. Antonio, Kane and Bamford start all 3. Yeah. Unless we get word that Bamford's not starting, I will be keeping an eye out for that. I don't know if we're going to get it so early. But yeah. I'm looking for early Man United news and early Bamford news, basically. Shan, thank you. Elias, lovely content. Need a miracle punt to win my min league. Fernandes to Mane, Lingard to Mount, or Calvert-Lewin to Werner. Honestly, I think Fernandes to Mane. I don't know. The thing is, Fernandes to Mane's got massive upside. If Fernandes blanks and Mane doesn't, it's huge. But you take such a risk by removing Fernandes before Fulham. I mean, Lingard to Mount is probably a little bit of a safer thing. But if you need a miracle punt, like a miracle, I think Fernandes to Mane. But obviously, it's not a move I would usually encourage. Cavani or Joe Linton. I mean, Cavani will probably only start 37 and not 38. If we get confirmation he starts, I'd say Cavani if you can deal with 38. If not, I guess you go Joe Linton. Have we really come to this? Harrison to Rafinha -4. I wouldn't take a hit for it, no. Holding Dawson or Wan-Bissaka, play one. Wan-Bissaka. Bench J-Lings or DCL. And bench Lingard or Stones. I'd bench Stones. Lingard or Calvert-Lewin, I'd probably bench J-Lings. Bruno to Mane can wait until 38. Yeah, I agree, to be honest. And if you really want to go gung-ho, then just captain Mane in 38, you know. Watkins to Cavani or roll the transfer 2.9 in the bank could save for Aguero. Honestly, I think Aguero is a pipe dream. Like, he's not fit for this week. He could be back for Everton, but we don't know. Even if he's back, how many minutes is he going to get? I think it's just a send-off. I don't think he's not playing 90 minutes. I'll put money on it right now. I think Aguero could even be worse than the David Silva punt last season, to be honest. I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to get him on the pitch, right? I have no doubts about that. But in terms of being a good option for the amount of money he is, I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it. So you could just roll. I like Watkins to Cavani for this week, but in 38, you're probably then having to move Cavani on again. So it depends, what your other plans are. Don't forget fan team. I've already done it, actually. I can't remember what I've done, but I've bought Harry Kane in. I think I've bought in Kane and Rafinha. Benteke's versus Arsenal. Good luck, Gus. Kenneth, thank you. Hobroto. I've definitely pronounced that wrong. I massively apologise. Take a hit for Calvert-Lewin to Antonio this week. I wouldn't, no. I wouldn't. I think Calvert-Lewin versus Wolves is fine, I've got a bit of fear of missing out with Antonio, to be honest. Jota Richarlison to Mane Joe Linton -4. I don't hate it, to be honest. No, I don't hate it at all. I think Richarlison's fine for this week, but you get Mane in, looks good to me. Trent, Shaw, and Phillips plus Dallas, which three to start? You're definitely starting Trent and Shaw, aren't you? So it's Nat Phillips versus Dallas. I'll probably start Dallas. Bench one, Lingard, Calvert-Lewin, Adams. Who does Southampton play? Can I remember without checking? Oh, it's West. No, it's Leeds. Sorry. Lingard. No, I think I'd bench Adams. No question. Just a massive thank you for all the content. I've done so much better than all previous years. Glad to hear it, Erwin. Thank you very much. Good luck for the rest of the season. Pretty much got your team. Mendy to Edison or Jota to Rafinha. I would bench Lingard. Well, there's not much point in that. Antonio Greenwood. Thing is, I'll be honest, right? If someone asks me Antonio or Greenwood, I'm going to say Antonio, but I might bring Greenwood. But that's because of my own team and own transfer plans. But in isolation, Antonio or Greenwood, who do I think scores more for the rest of the season? I'm going to say Antonio, which probably should steer me to what I should do with my transfer. Bench Ailing or Tamori? Tamori? He's not even playing. He's not even here. Check team on Twitter. Okay, to be honest, I'm not going to keep checking teams on Twitter, so my advice would be don't send me teams on Twitter. Are you just basically asking me to tell you who to transfer? You need to come up with a suggestion, really. Looking at that, I would probably look to bench Coleman and just maybe do Ward-Prowse to Rafinha or something like that if you can afford it. Jota and Bale to Bruno and Rafinha from -4. Yeah, don't hate it, but again, Bale might start. It's the only thing, you just don't know with Bale. I mean, Jota to Rafinha, definitely. Bale to Fernandes, just given that Bale might not start, yeah, I'd possibly take that. I've got Harrison instead of Bamford, and Rafinha is a bit of a differential. Nice, Tyrone should do all right with that, hopefully. Who would you bench of these three this week? Greenwood, Harrison, or J-Lings? As long as Greenwood starts. Obviously, if we get any word that he's not starting, then you get rid of him. We don't get rid of him, but you bench him. I don't know what to do with my freaking... I don't know what to do with my freaking captaincy. I'm so tempted just to swap it to Salah. I'm so tempted to swap it to Salah. I don't know. Keep Mahrez, sell Lingard for Greenwood or reverse. I would probably just keep Mahrez and Lingard. I don't know what the reverse thing means. Jota out 7.5 in the bank. Who to bring in? I mean, all the people I've already talked about loads on videos this week. Rafinha, I'll say that without knowing the rest of your team. Fabianski in goal. Should I double up and Soufal as well, or start holding and spread the risk? West Ham against West Brom. I think Holding's got the easier fixture, although Crystal Palace have just put 3 past Villa. I actually no. Do you know what? I just play Soufal. I think more attacking potential. Is Mane Smith Rowe for Bale? Jota -4. Yeah, I think someone's already asked that. I would say probably yes. Bench 1, Calvert-Lewin, Luka Dean or Dallas. Luka Dean, I guess. Jota to Greenwood or Bruno and Calvert-Lewin to Greenwood and Kane. Jota. I mean, you get Kane. I wouldn't take out Bruno though necessarily, but you might want to do that anyway next week. I think Jota to Greenwood is probably the safe play. Depends how risky you want to go, right? Greenwood will not start. There is a chance Greenwood doesn't start for sure. If he doesn't, then I'm definitely going Antonio in, I think. I might go Mane for a hit. I'm so tempted to just take a hit. Solskjaer hinting that he'll play his EL final team this week. Greenwood misses out. I think he does, yeah. I think he doesn't play the final, but I could be wrong. Play Mele and Dallas or Mele and Rudiger. Clean sheets on plus 20%. Yeah, I mean, I would never back against Chelsea defence, to be honest. But I think Dallas has got more attacking potential, so I probably would play Dallas. Bench Ayling or Rudiger, my bad. Thing is, I'd play Dallas over Rudiger. Would I play Ayling over Rudiger? I'm not sure I would. I'd probably play Rudiger in that scenario. Greenwood, Dallas or Rafinha as a differential captain. Greenwood if he starts, if not Rafinha. Trent Shaw, Dallas, Luka Dean so far, pick 3. I mean, again, like you're not benching Trent, you're not benching Shaw, are you? So it's Dallas, Luka Dean so far. I'd probably play Dallas. Jota Watkins to Willock and Kane from -4. Yeah, love that. Jota and Calvert-Lewin for Bruno and Joe Linton. I have no Kane. Yeah, maybe, but what are you going to do with Bruno in game week 38? Start Rudiger or Dawson? Rudiger. Bench boost Iheanacho, Mitchell, Rudiger or Roll. I mean, have a look if the fixtures are better next week. I mean, Iheanacho's got a better fixture in 38. Rudiger's got Villa, which is arguably easier as well. Mitchell, I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but to me, it sounds like you might be better off next week. We'll just check the fixtures. Rashford or Bale, £100 on the line. I mean, I'm going to say Rashford if he starts, because I don't know if Bale will now. To just let you know, right, what was said about Bale. Hang on a sec. Spurs have a couple of question marks over a few players, with Mason saying he is unsure whether Gareth Bale can start again just a few days after Sunday's match. So he didn't rule him out, but it's obviously enough to put a little bit of doubt in my mind to the point where I will not. I'm not going to bring him in. That's for sure. Where did I get to? Salah and Jota out for Bruno and Mahrez -4. Salah and Jota out. Salah out. Hell no. For Bruno, no way. Salah's better than Bruno. In my opinion, he's much better than Bruno for the last 2 weeks. Jota to Rafinha, Iheanacho to Antonio, or both for -4. I don't hate both, to be honest. I don't hate both. I just think Antonio definitely outscores Iheanacho by 4 over the last 2 weeks. Bringing Dallas to bench Shaw for a hit. Hell no. Shaw should start today, I'd say. Maybe a bit different if we get team news, but I'd be very surprised if Shaw doesn't start. 3 points behind in my win league for £350. Zaha out, Mane in. Lovely. Trent, Salah and Mane all in my 11. Lovely. Tempted to do Rafinha for Harrison -4. Dumb or bold? I mean, dumb's a bit harsh on yourself, but I wouldn't do it, no. Jota, but the rest sounds great. Jota to Rafinha this week. Okay, great. Son to Mane next week. Great. Or Jota to Greenwood this week. I'll just do Rafinha and just be done with it. Start 2 of Rudiger or Diaz, Bamford or Diaz and I'm going to say Calvert-Lewin just because I don't know, if we get the Leeds lineup and Bamford starting, I would start Bamford over DCL, but just in case we don't, I'd probably start DCL. It's so close. Bench 2, I mean, Bamford's definitely got the easier fixture. And he's on penalties as well. I mean, if they both start and they get similar minutes, I'm saying Bamford. Bench 2 was Bamford, Watkins, or target Rafinha. Bench 2, Watkins and Zaha. Do you think Kane potentially playing his last home game for Spurs will make him better or worse? Honestly, I think it makes no difference. Zero difference, I'm saying. I think the guy wants the golden boot. He's going to shoot on sight anyway. Whether or not he's leaving or not, doesn't matter. Zaha for Willock or Roll. I would probably just play Zaha. There's a lot of people obviously want to get rid of him because it's Arsenal, but I'd be tempted to roll and see if you can do something a bit more interesting with the transfers next week, to be honest. What am I going to do? So look, this is the thing, okay? I need to bring up live FPL. I should have sorted that. If I do Antonio in, right? So then I play my front three and I just bench Jota. I don't know what to do in Game Week 38. And look, not having a transfer plan for Game Week 38 is not like a deal breaker or the end of the world. But I can't go to Mane from Jota. So if I want Mane, I've still got to take a hit, which makes me think I'll just do it this week. And even if I bought Mane in this week, so next week, sorry. So let's just do Mane in. Then I'd have to take out someone like Lingard or whoever basically to fund it. Because I've got to get rid of Jota to free up the Liverpool spot. The other option is just to take Son out and put Mane in and spend 8.3 on midfielder and maybe still bench Lingard. But taking a hit to bench Lingard doesn't seem right. How much do I want Antonio? I do love Antonio. He's so good. He's so good. Summary, how's it going? Salah, Fernandes, Greenwood and Son in midfield. Very nice. Calvert-Lewin, Antonio and Bamford. Got Jota and Maguire on the bench and have one free transfer. Do I bring in Rafinha to cover Greenwood? No, I would try and wait for team news. Or do I save a transfer to get... I think preferably you save a transfer, I think, and just hope that Greenwood starts. I don't think you use a transfer to change a bench player if you've only got one. Best goalkeeper for the last two games under 5.6. Fabianski, Leno, Lloris. Yeah, Dubravka maybe. Leno, is he going to get 2 starts? I assume he probably will. Lloris is against Villa and then Leicester. I wouldn't go for him, I don't think. Fabianski probably, if not Dubravka. Jota to Harrison and Calvert-Lewin to Antonio. Calvert-Lewin looks poor. Again, I wouldn't necessarily take hits to take out Calvert-Lewin this week, in my opinion. Maybe for Kane, but not for Antonio. Play Ward-Prowse over Watkins or over Bamford. Definitely not over Bamford. Look, if we find out that Bam's not starting, fair enough. But if he starts, I definitely want to start him. Bench Zaha or Watkins, Captain Kane, Salah or Bruno, Kane or Salah, take your pick. I don't know. Right now I'm saying Kane. So it could change to Salah though. Pick one to start. Benteke, Iheanacho, Maddison, Holding. I'm going to say Benteke. I can't believe that. Sell Lingard for Greenwood in case he starts. Already sold Jota for Rafinha. Keep him Mahrez this week. Hope he starts. I wouldn't take a hit for Lingard's Greenwood. If it's for free, possibly. But what are you going to do in 38 if Greenwood doesn't play? That'll be it. Just work out a plan and then decide if you still want to do it. That would be my advice. Jota to Rafinha or Nacho to Antonio and bench Jota. I mean, Rafinha versus Antonio for 2 weeks is very close. It's extremely close. The good thing with Jota to Rafinha is you keep Iheanacho on the bench in case you need him. But I think Antonio is the better option for the last two. Start Dallas. Pick 3. Trent. Again, you're not benching Trent or Shaw. Surely. Then it's just Dallas versus Dean. I think I would bench Luka Dean, but I know lots of people wouldn't. I'd just want to be playing Dallas, you know. And you got Diaz as well. God, that's such a strong defence. I still think you have to play Trent and Shaw. They're so attacking, good clean sheet potential. Then you just pick one of the others. I'm going to say Dallas just because he's attacking. I already have Greenwood. Is it a good idea to get Cavani for a hit? I have Bamford, Iheanacho and Kane. I'm planning to ship Bamford out this game. I want to play Nacho against Spurs. I mean, if you're really planning on shipping Bamford, then sure. But I wouldn't get Cavani for a hit. And then you'd be annoyed about him in Game Week 38. Bench Iheanacho, Zaha and pick Rudiger over Dallas. I'd play Dallas, I think. But it's not a bad thing to play Rudiger, right? Chelsea defence is so good. Bench Iheanacho or Zaha. I bench Iheanacho, I think, just about. Jota to have Leeds triple up and Greenwood. Oh. Yeah, you got a tough. Have you not got 3 good strikers? Maybe just change the striker instead and bench Jota. I mean, Man City, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's going to start because I've got no idea. Saka, but then it's Brighton. Saka could be a good differential. Otherwise, you're going to Newcastle. I'd be tempted to change the striker instead and play 3-4-3 and bench Jota, to be honest. Maguire to Sofal for free or Maguire and Jota to Trent and Smith Rowe. It depends how much you have to play Smith Rowe, I guess. He could be good either way, but I preferably don't want him to be in my first 11. But yeah, I like the Trent hit. Cresswell or Holding. Cresswell's just so attacking. I'd probably just start him. Play Gundogan or Lingard, Antonio captain. You just don't know if Gundogan's going to play. I'm going to say play Lingard. Bruno, Salah or Green with captain Salah. Easy. Okay, I'm just seeing if we've got any team news. Your captain against your goalkeeper. Yeah, I don't care about that. I really don't. I'm just stuck with Martinez. That's all it is. Obviously, if I had a wild card, I'd swap him, but I don't. So, yeah. Daniel, thank you very much. No Pope, surely Salah captain. Yeah, maybe. I think it's so close. I might just stick with what I started with. How about double up on Liverpool defenders? Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. Who leaks the starting 11? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really have like a great leak or anything that I know definitely has the team news, which isn't great. So I'm looking at the team news. Salah, Son, Harrison, Greenfield, and Kane at top are locked in. But who do I start between Bamford and Lingard? Again, I think Bamford, unless we get word that he doesn't start. Do you think all the Kane rumours will help or hinder it? I really don't think it should change our thinking at all. I personally, if you really think that Kane was the better captain before this news, I would still captain him. I don't think it necessarily makes the Salah change great, but it is close. So if that's the thing you want to tilt you towards Salah, go for it. Leading mid-league by 10, rival will most likely captain Kane or Greenwood. Do I captain Kane? I mean, I think Kane's just better than Greenwood, so I would probably just go for it. I would try not to overthink too much. I mean, for 10 points, I don't think it really matters. Who do you think's the best captain, Kane, Salah, or Greenwood? I would just go for the best in that scenario. When you start overthinking it with just a 10-point lead, things are going to start to go wrong. So if you think Kane's the one, go for it. My midfielders: Son, Salah, Greenwood, sub for Jota, Lingard. I have Madison on the bench with a -4 for Rafinha. Only if you've not got a better player to play, but I don't. Yeah, Madison to Rafinha for -4 could pay off. Depends who else. It depends what strikers you'd have to start, I guess. Do you think Greenwood will start? I think there's a good chance, but I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't want to say otherwise. I just I just don't know. Hopefully we'll get some news later on. Hopefully it'll be a bit like the Man City stuff last week. Got 45 minutes to the deadline. I don't know if it being a Tuesday makes any difference, right? Trent captain over Salah or Kane. Same answer as all the time. I don't like defender captains. If Trent's a good captain and so is Salah, I would go Salah or Kane over Trent. I just don't think the upside for a defender is enough. Sure, he gets another 24-pointer. You look like a genius, but what are the chances of that, you know? Probably a lot now I've said that. What am I going to do? The thing is, I'm saying I don't even know. Like, if Greenwood starts, I don't even know if I want him. Because I just don't. If he starts, I'm not sure about 38. Mane is a nice differential. I don't like taking a -4 and getting a player in that I'm not going to start. It's a little bit of a worry. And then I don't know whether to take out Iheanacho or Konza. If I take out Konza, I only have 0.1 to spend next week. If I take out Iheanacho, I've lost a very good bench option, but I have more money to spend next week. I have like 0.7 or something. How much is Ferran Torres? Just so I know for next week, in case he's going to start. He's 7 million. Oh, so if I had the 0.7, Lingard to Torres would be on. I could do Son. Oh god, it was so much easier early on in the season. So much easier. Start or bench Diaz? I mean, again, without knowing all the other players, it's hard to say, but I don't think there's anything wrong with starting Diaz. He's not going to come on if he's benched anyway. There's very little risk with that. Option 1, save free transfer by playing Zion. Have 2 for transfer 38. Option 2, use a free transfer and get Greenwood, Rafinha for Jota. I mean, it depends what you're going to do with those 2 free transfers. If you don't really know what you want to do, I'd maybe just get Rafinha. Calvert-Lewin to Firmino and Sigurdsson for Rafinha. I'd probably just do Sigurdsson to Rafinha, to be honest. I don't know about Calvert-Lewin to Firmino. Just do it next week, maybe. Jota to Rafinha or bench Jota, play Holding and 2 free transfers. Yeah, that's a tricky one because Holding's quite good. If you think you're going to make like a mad play in Game Week 38 or something, or you really want to leave your options open, then obviously just go for Holding. But I think Jota to Rafinha is a smart move. He's good for next week as well. It's not like you're bringing in a player that's just no good next week, you know. Bench 1, Bamford, Rafinha, Antonio, Greenwood. I mean, if we're going to assume that Greenwood starts, I'd maybe bench Bamford because I think Antonio, Greenwood and Rafinha would definitely start and get more than 60 minutes. I don't like that at all. Then no one else you can bench Source 24. Robertson and Rafinha for Maguire and Jota. Great moves. Bench 1 of Sofal, Luka Dean, Dallas or Shaw. Again, yeah, Sofal. Have Greenwood, Saka, Bamford. Is 2 on the bench okay or a hit? You have to bench 2 of them. I don't get that. If you have to bench 2, where does the hit come in? Coleman to Dallas for a -4. Already have Luka Dean. No, I probably wouldn't do that. Will Foden start? Possibly. I really don't know. Captain Bruno Salah. Antonio captain against Norwich next year. Locked in. Possibly, yeah. Let's hope for another 4 goals. Harrison, J-Lings, Bale, Salah, Greenwood. Pick 4. Not Lingard. If I had Bale already, I'd probably start him. Jota, Willock, and Cancelo to Trent for Jota to Willock and Cancelo to Trent for -4. Don't hate that. Yeah, don't hate that at all. Maguire to Phillips, Dallas for -4 or start Holding. I'd probably start Holding rather than take a hit. -4, Watkins out for Bamford or Joe Linton. No, I probably wouldn't take a -4 for him. Who would you start, Patricio or Mendy? Wolves, Everton, Mendy probably. Reguilon, or Holding. Probably Reguilon. Cavani and Rafinha or Greenwood and Antonio Bamford. Greenwood and Antonio Bamford, I think. I mean, for this week, Cavani, Rafinha might be better, but I think for 37 and 38, the other one's probably a little bit better. Rudiger or Iheanacho, I'd play the attacker. I do think Rudiger's a good option, but I'd probably just play the attacker. Paul, thank you very much. 40 minutes to go. Antonio's just so boring. Do I just go Mane? But I take a hit straight away. I've been enjoying not taking hits and seeing my rank go up straight away. If I take a -4, I'm going to be pretty much back down to 2.5k straight away. But I would have Mane. But I could just do Antonio, who could outscore Mane for free. I need to get on live FPL. And have a quick play. So let's bring this up. This is where production value is going to go up massively because I'm going to cut everything off the screen. So this is the team. So you can see I've been playing around with Greenwood in. Let me just quickly start this again a minute. So this is the team. Konza in for Dawson. So let's say I do... Oh, this is really annoying, isn't it? Let's say I do Iheanacho for Jebison. Oh, why does it do this? Okay. Sheffield United. Where are you, Jebison? Jebison. It's probably what I'd go for. Maybe Vidra. And then Jota to Mane. Right? So let me just do this. Team. Where art thou? Oh, you can't see the drop downs. Hang on. Where's Liverpool? Where are you, Mane? Mane, right? So that would be the team for 37. Can you? Oh, you can't see that. There you go. You can see that now. And then in 38, this would be the team with 0.7 to spend. So not really anything to do. I would maybe swap out Martinez or possibly swap Dawson to a defender costing 5.2 or less. Reece James maybe. Could be a bit of a punt. You can't get off this screen. That's so annoying. I have to reset it. So that's the Mane move. With Antonio, I've been on this a lot, by the way. With Antonio, it's Iheanacho, straight to the big dog, Antonio, and he comes in for Jota. Save the team. Game week 38. Then I've got this team with 3.4 million to spend next week. So I could go Jota to any Man City midfielder, bench Lingard. Like, there's nothing maybe the money. I think the money is playing on my mind. I don't need to spend it. I don't need to spend all the cash. It feels better to do it, doesn't it? Anyway, let me bring this in. Move that over. I really need to just set a screen up for live FPL, don't I? Rather than doing this every time. I just don't know. Why am I not going Greenwood? Because I just don't know if he starts this week. I just don't know if he starts in 38 as well. But I guess he probably does. Because I don't think he's going to start the Europa League final. The thing I like about Greenwood is it lets me do Son to Mane. It lets me do Son to Mane in 38 for free as well. I won't be doing my transfers for like another 40 minutes or so. I can't. Lingard to Rafinha. I wouldn't do Lingard to Rafinha, I don't think. Bench Lingard about Lingard. Bench Lingard, Willock or Calvert-Lewin. Probably Willock. But if you want to go Lingard, go for it. Play 2, Dallas, Luka Dean, Lingard and Dallas. Yeah, make sure you give the stream a like. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. We are, what are we? We're just over an hour out until the official team news, but obviously we're only just over half an hour out until we hit the deadline. So the deadline is becoming before the team news, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Kane could be out. Kane's not out. Says who? Provided all fit, would you sort of Son or Rashford for Mane? Rashford probably. So I just know that Son will start. Stephen, how's it going? I have bench boost. Jota to Rafinha and thinking for Fafana to Shaw or Cresswell -4. This would give bench boost to Johnston, Nice, Shaw, Zaha and Loughton. Thoughts on defender transfer and bench boost? Yeah, I mean, obviously, unless you've got a better bench next week, you've got to use it, right? Fafana to Shaw for a -4. It could work out. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, no. I think Chelsea will probably score against Leicester. So if you want to take the punt on Shaw, go for it. I just don't think you'll start in 38 if that helps your planning. Bench 1 on Luka Dean, Willock, Dallas, Cresswell. One of the defenders, probably Cresswell. Antonio for Iheanacho -4. Greenwood for Smith Rowe -4. Or play Smith Rowe as a 5th midfielder. I'd probably just play Smith Rowe, I think, rather than take 2 hits there. What more can I say? Come on. So the thing is, even if I get the early, I don't even know if I want the Man United early team news. I think I want the Leeds team news more. Am I a little bit worried about? Am I a little bit? Oh, Athletics, the Athletic. Oh my god. Am I a little bit more worried about Bamford? Possibly. I'm going on the Athletic now. See if they got any discussion boards like last time. Hang on. Leeds and Man United, where are you? Is there a discussion going yet? Yeah, there is. Oh, there isn't one for Man United yet. Let me see. I'm just seeing what they've written now. Oh. Not really any help. I was just seeing someone say any early team news. Don't know who that was. Okay, anyway. Trying to get any inside info we can. If Kane went to City, what price do you think he would be? 13 million. I think he'd be probably 13 million. I don't think he'd be more, to be honest. It'd be a great option though, wouldn't he? He'd be straight in my team. Cresswell to go back injured, or Watkins to Antonio for free. If you've got someone else to play, If you've got someone else in defence you can play, I think I prefer Watkins to Antonio, to be honest. Luka Dean to Trent, got Phillips, or Jota to Rafinha. I'd just do Jota to Rafinha. Maybe do Luka Dean to Trent next week. Calvert-Lewin or Bamford for Cavani. Calvert-Lewin, I guess. He's got Man City in the last game week. Oh yeah, fans are back today for the Man United game, aren't they? That's why I wanted Cavani originally. Jota kind of screwed that up, though. 30 minutes until the deadline. We've got no team news. I'm going to tweet. Start Souček or Watkins? Definitely not Souček for me. Yeah, if you're just going to say so and so is going to start, you need to have a source, you know. DCL, start, Thoughts on Jota and Calvert-Lewin out for Greenwood and Firmino got exact money would be from -4. I wouldn't do the -4. I wouldn't do Calvert-Lewin to Firmino personally. You think Shaw and Bruno don't play in 38 with Europa League final? That would be my prediction. Yes, that would be my prediction. That it'd be a very weakened side. Hang on, I'm just seeing it. Anyone? There's some people putting the early Man United team news out, but I just don't know if they're trusted sources. What price do I think Jota will be next season? Probably 8.5 million, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, possibly. Probably doesn't matter that right now though. Should I do Jota and Cody to Rafinha and Robertson for -4? Yeah, I really like that. Oh, or leave Cody in and save a chance to do Bruno to Mane. I think I prefer Bruno to Mane, to be honest. I think that's got a lot of upside in Game Week 38. Oh, come on. Did the Athletic not do like a discussion for Man United like they do for everyone else? Oh, discussions. Oh, Harry Kane. Come on. Harry Kane ain't going to Man United. Will Bamford start? Oh, if Bamford doesn't start, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. If we got news that Bamford wasn't starting, I'd probably do Iheanacho to Antonio, but I'd be screwed with Jota because if Greenwood's not starting either, I don't know what I would do. Oh, anyway, so I'm trying to find the team news. I'm kind of distracted. Do I think Torres will start? No idea. I think he'll get at least one more start though. And Antonio Watkins, Antonio by a mile, to be honest. One of Antonio Lingard about Antonio. Bench 2 of Alonso, Keane. I'd probably play Dallas so far and then one of the others. I don't think Alonso's going to play, to be honest. I'd probably just play Coleman, I guess. Bench 1 Lingard, Harrison, Bamford. Lingard. Why isn't Bruno a massive captain pick this week, even though he's playing Fulham? Because Salah's playing Burnley and Kane's playing Villa. That's it. There just happens to be lots of good captain choices. I don't think there's necessarily a right or wrong answer, although personally I think that Fernandes is the worst one of the rest. But again, that's just my opinion, right? I forgot Man City are playing. Oh, Man City are actually kicking off only an hour later than Man United. It's 6 o'clock Man United Leeds, and then it's 7 o'clock Man City. Completely missed that. If we get team news, I will let you know. I think Greenwood just all depends on Pogba. If Pogba's playing in the middle, then I think Greenwood starts. If Pogba's playing on the left, I think Greenwood gets benched. That's why I've not done the transfer yet. Fernandes to Mane for a -4. Not this week. I'll do it next week, though. Or Luka Dean to Mitchell and Mahrez to Mane for -8. If you're dead set on getting Mane in, I don't hate that -8, but I guess just do Fernandes this week. If you're dead set on Mane having to come in this week. Jota to Greenwood. Jota to Greenwood. Jota to Greenwood or Nacho to Antonio. Nacho to Antonio. I think Nacho to Antonio is the safer move. And Nacho to Rafinha and Antonio. Or Zaha and Nacho. I wouldn't get rid of Zaha from -4 necessarily. Would you do Zaha and Jota out for Greenwood and Rafinha? No, I'd probably just do Jota to Rafinha. DCL to Cavani if we hear he's starting. Only if you've got a plan to deal with him in 38. Do you think they will consider risk Pope versus Paul? I don't think he'll start. It's just, again, I don't know for sure, but it doesn't sound like it. Jota, Rashford and Vardy for Willock, Salah and Kane -8. Oh, I got to be honest, that sounds like a nice -8 to me. I mean, Rashford could do well tonight, but overall, Salah and Kane, I love that. Bench 1, Greenwood, Bamford, Lingard. Lingard, if we get confirmation that Greenwood's starting. Greenwood, if we don't. Well, hang on. So, does that mean... Hang on. I've got a... I just didn't really think that City were playing so early. Like at 7. It's an hour later, so the chances of having early team news now is quite low. But we should check and see if there's a discussion, because Sam Lee was good last time, wasn't he? Let's have a look. What's with all this Harry Kane rubbish? Harry Kane's not going to... How... See, people are tagging me in a Man United team that doesn't have Greenwood, but I got to be honest, I don't know how legit the source is. It's not someone I've ever seen before. Manchester Evening News just said, could these two be playing their final game at Old Trafford today? And they got De Gea and Mata. Surely Mata's not starting. Is he? I don't know. I got Willock for Jota and struggling to take a hit or not to bring Mane for Son. I wouldn't get rid of Son this week, to be honest. Maybe do it next week for free. Who the bench team so far and Luka Dean? Probably so far. Start Bale over Saka? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think Saka's underrated, to be honest. I think he could do well in 90, but I would probably take the risk that Bale's going to start. But that's just me. Hang on a sec. Jota out for Son. Jota out for Son or Rafinha or Vidra out for Antonio. I wouldn't do... Oh, sorry. Probably Jota to Rafinha, I think. Yeah, probably that. Is Greenwood captain a good punt? If he starts, it's a punt, but let's try and wait to see if he starts. If you've got a source, please do link me on Twitter, or at least tell me in here where it's come from, because I don't want to talk about it unless I know it's legit. Play Adams or Lingard? Probably Lingard. Probably Lingard. No thanks. Yeah, there's people linking me to Man City stuff, but it's not confirmed team news. It's just speculation. I wouldn't be surprised if Man City play a much stronger team this week, but who knows? Who knows, right? It's crazy. I almost want the Leeds team news more, because if Bamford's out, I've got a big problem. If Bamford was benched, I've got a big decision to make. I would probably do Iheanacho to Antonio and bench Bamford. What the hell do I do with Jota? In fact, let me just work it out right now. So if I do Iheanacho to Antonio, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, and bench Bamford, I'd have 10.3 to spend on Jota's replacement. Who the hell would I get in? Rashford, maybe, if he's starting. I think I would panic. God, I hope we don't get news that Bamford's not starting. I'd rather just not get the news. Predicted lineup. Yeah, I think most Leeds fans think that Bamford's going to start. I've not seen many that think he's going to get benched. Bielsa only spoke on not playing. Yeah, no, I know. He's not going to give us the team away, you know. according to Joe. Joe who? Oh, Gianni's just made a good point, right? If he benches Bale, that means it's the last game in front of the fans. He's going to bench Bale. I like that shout. I like that shout a lot. Yeah, we know about David De Gea, but I mean that's the least of my worries, you know, whether David De Gea starts or not. Joseph is a D3R Panzer. If you're trying to put a message in, I think it's got to be £2 or more. It's just a YouTube thing, not me. Gundogan for Willock, Saka or hold him. I'd be tempted to hold, I think. Jota to Smith Rowe, Vigil to Antonio -4. Yeah, don't hate that. Fernandes to Mane, yeah, if it gives you enough money for that, that's a good plan, I would say. Jota for Willock, I think there's better options than Willock, but if you've already got most of them, then yeah, fair enough. I don't think he's a bad option. I just prefer Rafinha, etc. Brilliant. That's a great joke. That's a great joke. Yeah, if someone says to me in the chat, "I've got the team news," forgive me if I don't believe what you say. Just some random. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm not going to just start believing someone because they tell me they've got the team news. You know? Oh Jesus! The arm on my chair just went. Saka and Jota to Harrison, Rafinha, or Torres and Willock. Harrison, Rafinha, I think are better. You pretty much know they're going to play. Bale to Greenwood. I only want to do a move like that if I know he's definitely going to start. Oh, see, so D3, I get that, right? But honestly, it's a YouTube thing that it has to be £2 or more. I haven't set that, but you're lucky. I've just seen your message because usually I can't catch them live. Willock or Zaha. I mean, if I was going to bring someone in, I'd probably just take the punt on Willock just because of the fixtures. Man United Evening News predicted... Well, hang on. Someone's just linked to me the Man United Evening News predicted lineup, which includes Henderson, even though earlier on they said that that David De Gea was going to play. So I find that a bit weird. It's also got no Cavani, so I don't believe that. I mean, it could be right, but I'd be very surprised if Cavani doesn't start. Although, it is Thursday to Tuesday turnaround. I did say that, didn't I? I don't know. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start, but... It's a Thursday to Tuesday turnaround, and his fitness has been awful. So I'm really distracted trying to look at team news. Oh, is my internet going? Yes, 21-minute warning. 20-minute warning now, yeah, sorry. So Maximin or Willock? I think it's right. Look, to be honest, if I'm going Newcastle, I feel like I'd almost just go to St. Maximin because he's just more fun to watch. I'm not sure he's a better option, but you're already punting on him anyway. Yeah, sorry. Bench Luka Dean. Is the Bravka a good goalie? I think. Look, I really think it's hard to sit here and say this is the best goalie for the last couple of weeks. But Dubravka's got the fixtures. So you could go for him. Otherwise, it's Ederson, I think. Be the one I'd really want. Zaha, Maguire, and Lingard out to bring in Mane, Holding, and Willock. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good because you get Mane, but I don't. Zaha and Lingard out. I don't particularly like it. I mean, sure, if you want to go a bit different, go for it. But I don't know huge about it. Look at my comment on your Twitter. You'll enjoy. Gus, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it quick enough. Yeah, there's a few people linking me to T News. But again, I don't know if it's true. Gus, I don't know. Honestly, I've been tagged in so much stuff on Twitter. It's hard to find, to be completely honest with you. The other thing, by the way, if I go Mane, I don't know how I'm going to fund it. I don't know how I want to fund it. Do I want to take Iheanacho out and give myself a little bit of extra money in 38? Or do I want to take Konza out and leave myself with Iheanacho in case I need him in 38? I don't know. Is a bench in 38 that needed? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what to do. I think I'm probably siding more to get Mane. I think it's just a bit different. One of the reasons I don't trust this Man United league is because it just seems too easy. That is exactly how I would have predicted it. Start Watkins, El Ghazi, or Reguilon. The thing with... I'd probably start Watkins. The thing with El Ghazi is I'm just a bit worried at some point Grealish is going to come back and El Ghazi goes out. The problem is if he does start again, he's on penalties. He likes to shoot just for whatever. Whatever reason, he just shoots on the site. So I'd probably start Watkins. Jota to Greenwood, Martinez to Alisson. Thoughts? Martinez to Alisson, just in case he scores another goal. I don't hate getting a Liverpool defensive asset in. Jota to Greenwood. I'd wait just a few more minutes. Let's see if we can get the team news in. I wish I knew more in the nose. There must be some people following me that have the Man United team news. Just let me have it and let me know if I can give it out. Do I touch type? Is that where you don't look when you're typing? If so, yes. Newcastle offensive asset or a punt on Tierney? I'll probably go for a Newcastle attacker. We should Dubravka, Leno, Alisson, Ederson. Or I go for Ederson. I think. I mean, to be fair, right? If you're not going to go for another Liverpool outfield play, you could go for Alisson, but I just think with the centre backs, I'd maybe just go Ederson. So Maximin or Lingard. Lingard bench 2 so far holding. You're not benching DCL, Bamford, or Rafinha. I'd bench the 2 defenders. Also, Bruno worth captaining, considering it's a home game with fans. If you think he's the best captain, go for it. I still think Salah and Kane are better. Bench two start from Cavani. I mean, you got to start Cavani. I'd probably start Calvert-Lewin and bench Willock, Lingard. Have Trent, Dallas, and Stones. Should I bring in an extra defender for a -4 as Stones is rotation prone? I'd probably just risk that he starts this week. Just arrived. What's your plan? I wish I knew. I think I'm leaning towards getting in Mane. There's some douchebag that's copying me. He's got 1,000 followers. How do I get rid of this? Wait, hang on. How the hell does he have... There's someone following me with the same Twitter handle. Oh, it's an I. It's an I. Hang on. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by people pretending to be me. Confirmed on the Independent. Do the Independent know? Are they in the know? Hang on. Doodle doo doo. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Yeah, no plan. I don't know. Probably to get Mane. Mane in. Maybe for Iheanacho. I think with Iheanacho, I just get that extra money. I don't know. I need like another 3 hours to decide, I think. Here we go, Victor. Just get Mane, trust yourself. Plus, Crystal Palace home game with 38, who'll be the best differential because of his ownership. Cheers, man. I took Kane out for him. I know, you're crazy. Good luck, though. I hope it works out. I don't, actually, because I'm going to probably captain him. I do need a blue tick. If anyone knows where I can get them from, let me know. Mendy goalkeeper, Ayling, Lookman, target on bench boost this round. So Mendy, Leicester, Ayling, Southampton, Lookman, Fulham have got a tough game, Man United. Target against Spurs. I would say for the last round, if the fixtures are better, you'd have to go and have a look. I mean, Mendy would have Villa, Ayling would have West Brom. I don't know who. I can't remember who Fulham have got. Villa have got Chelsea, so that doesn't get much easier. I'd maybe save it. Just check the fixtures for next week. Start Willock or Lingard. Lingard. Play Cody or get in Harrison from -4. Harrison possibly, depending on who you're selling for. I mean, I just don't think Wolves keep a clean sheet. Just noticed you hit 100,000 Twitter followers. I did. Thank you very much. Would you go Zaha, Antonio to Kane and Rafinha for -4? I wouldn't get rid of Antonio for a -4, to be honest. I know you get Kane as part of the deal, but is there not a better way you can do it? Who's better, just replace it, Rafinha or Greenwood? I'd probably go Rafinha just for a shorter of starts, 290, probably 80 to 90 minutes next 2 games. J-Lings, Pereira, Willock or Greenwood for a hit. I'd only go Greenwood if I 100% knew he was starting. Otherwise, J-Lings. Willock or Rafinha, Harrison, Rafinha. Any early team news? There isn't. Honestly, I will let you know as soon as we get it. I give up. I've not said it. Okay, so according to the Manchester Evening News, Solskjaer is expected to field a strong side tonight as they look to wrap up second place. That would be what I would think as well. For me, the only question is, does he play Pogba in the pivot or does he play him on the left? If he plays him on the left, Greenwood's not starting, in my opinion. But the thing is, what does a strong team mean? Does it mean Greenwood? Does it mean... The thing is, they've probably got the news as well. They probably know. Let's try and find out. Okay, Gus. Sorry, I thought you linked me on Twitter. I see the picture now. Captain Mane. No, I'm not going to Captain Mane. If I was, I don't know. We'll see. If I was like 7 points behind top 1K or something in the last week, I'd maybe consider it. Wait, where does Sam Lee say that? Is he on bloody Athletic again? Do I need to get the Athletic up 3 times? Not the Athletics. God damn it. I really need to pee, and we've only got 10 minutes left. I've drank so much water today. I've done so many videos and stuff. Hang on. Man United, Man City, Leeds. But there's no discussion yet, is there? Where are you seeing Sam Lee saying that? I think... Oh, okay. Here we go. Sam Lee. Oh, he says his guess is a strong team. Yeah, he's guessing, he says. Yeah, Sam doesn't say Mahrez is definitely starting. Not that I can see anyway. He thinks Torres is starting tonight. But that's obviously without KDB, he says. So he thinks Torres is starting again. I don't see anything about Mahrez. Hang on. I don't think there's no discussion about Man United. There is a discussion on Leeds. Got 9 minutes. I seriously, I might have to go and pee. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna have to go and pee. I'm so sorry. Yes, I wash my hands. They're still slightly wet. I've got a bottle. That's the problem. I've been freaking drinking all day. So when I make videos, I drink even more. I didn't turn the mic off. Hopefully, yeah, you shouldn't be able to hear it from there with this mic. Let's talk toilet break. Hang on. Where is all the team news? I've washed my hands, yes. They're still a bit wet, in fact. They're still a bit wet. We haven't got less than a minute. Christ, I was panicking then. Not too quick. The toilet's literally next to my office. Anyway, we don't need to discuss whether I washed my hands. I'm telling you I did, definitely. Because I knew I was going to get asked that. Obviously, I would do it anyway, but I knew to come back and say it straight away. Oh my God, I'm never going to get... I would stop asking me questions in the Super Chats now. I'm never going to get through all these. Rafinha, Foden. Any early team news? No. Bench 2, Pereira, Lingard, or Rudiger. I'd play Lingard. Can you afford Kane to Cavani? I'm not getting rid of Kane, so it doesn't matter. Jota and Son out for Bruno and Set Max. I wouldn't get rid of Son this week, personally. Not for a hit either. Bought Foden for a hit last week. Greenwood in for him. I just keep Foden. Watkins to Antonio for a -4. I probably wouldn't do that, but I wouldn't also be massively against it. Start Smith Rowe Pereira. Probably Pereira. Captain pick, I think Salah or Kane. Jota and Son out for Mane and Willock for -4. Again, I wouldn't take Son out for -4 necessarily, to be honest with you. Take a hit to Fofana. No, I probably wouldn't take hits for him. Kane versus Salah, lean Salah, but Villa defence worse. The Burnley defence is pretty bad, and they've not got Pope. It's very close, honestly. I'd almost just stick with what you've got. Rashford, Iheanacho, Calvert-Lewin to Rafinha, Antonio, Kane -8. I don't hate that. Have a toilet run. Thank you. Mendy or Fabianski is a replacement for Martinez. Probably Mendy. You need to, if you've got team news, just tag me on Twitter. We've only got 6 minutes left. Everyone's saying Greenwood bench, but where are you seeing this? The go watching you turn your back like you always do. I'll be here because you're all that I've got. Foden, Morris, and Gundogan starting according to Sam Lee. Very nice. Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising, but then they're probably not going to start 38. So 38 could be interesting. Oh my God, everyone keeps tweeting that De Gea's going to start. We know. What about the rest of the interesting stuff? I'm going to do something with Jota. I'm going to either get... I just don't see where my punt is coming from in Game Week 38. Chelsea or Man City, but am I going to be confident? I can always do Son out for one of them. I got 0.8 to fund it. Do I take out Konza and leave myself with no money? Who does Konza out? He has Chelsea, doesn't he? Balls. And Burn has someone awful as well. Arsenal. Or do I take out Iheanacho and leave myself with more money, but leave myself without a bench? I can always take a hit. Oh, I don't want to take a hit, though. Do I bring in Jebison? If I bring in Jebison... Oh, I need to get rid of the chat a sec. If I bring in Jebison, then I have 0.7 to spend next week. Where am I going to spend it? If I have to take a hit next week, it's not the end of the world. Antonio's just free. The thing is, if I go Antonio... Oh my God, hang on. 4 minutes. Oh, shite. Don't ask me any more questions now. And then I want Mane next week. Then I got to make up 1.4 million. I don't even know where I'd make that up from. I guess from Lingard or Son. Son down to an 8.3 and just bench Lingard or something. I'm just worried that it's gonna. I'm just worried if I go Mane this week. that I'm going to screw myself over. I think I've got to take Iheanacho out to give myself a bit of money to play around with. Bloody Jebison, like, am I showing my hand 1 week early? That's my worry. Am I going just 1 week too early with Mane? Oh, someone. Someone just I'm really careful of the time now. That's predicted lineup. People keep linking me predicted lineups. 0.7 to play around with next week. I don't even know what I want to do next week. I really don't. Okay, there we go. Mane is in, -4 hit taken. I don't know what I'm doing next week. I might have just screwed myself over. Antonio could outscore Mane, and I'll regret that. I've got Jebison, for Christ's sake. What the hell has happened? Oh, Bamford better start. If Bamford doesn't start, I'm crying. Yeah, Vidra was I did consider Vidra, but Jebison just gives me more money, and I think he's going to start. If he doesn't start Newcastle, he's going to start Burnley. I think they have to give it to him. Oh God, I hope I haven't just screwed up my finish. I still haven't got any early team news, by the way. I still can't see anything. Oh, hang on. The guy that has leaked the last few times, he said, check my likes. I reckon Greenwood could be benched, you know. I reckon Greenwood could be benched. I'm going to captain Kane. I'm going to stick with how I started. I'm going to stick to what I started with the whole time, which was Kane, captain. I don't know how happy I am about that, which is not a good sign. Maybe Antonio. Antonio would have been safer. No hit. It's the hit. I don't like taking hits anymore. It's not a panic transfer. I've been literally talking about it for an hour and a half. Kane's my captain. I just think he might score the most. Bench one of Watkins, Lings, or Bamford. Probably Watkins. I think we're locked in now. Sorry, I had to do my transfers. Yeah, we're locked. Okay, we're locked in. I can't stick around for too long because I've got to go and walk the dog, and then I'm doing a watch along tonight. I'm doing Man United versus Fulham, and Seb is doing Leeds versus Southampton. We've got Chris on as well, so I'm doing that on Fantasy Football Scout channel. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a sec. I don't feel great about that move. It's technically cheating if we make teams as elite news. Yeah, of course. But if it's out already, before you all shoot off, don't forget to give it a like. God, there's loads of you watching. I didn't even realise. Probably shouldn't have gone for a pee. Please do give the stream a like. We can easily get to over 1,000 likes. So if you did enjoy it, please do hit that like button. Obviously, hit subscribe if you've never watched before, or you have watched and you haven't hit the button. I will be back on for the deadline stream. At least I'll be back on Sunday. It'll probably be longer than 2 hours, I would say. Do you always pretend? I'm not pretending to do any moves, no. In fact, have I don't know, have I just gone a week too early? I could have got Mane in next week, but I would have had to take a hit next week as well. Yeah, if Mane goes mad, I'll enjoy it. Okay. That's it. I've got to go because I've got to go and walk the dog, and I'm doing another stream in like an hour and a half, and I need to have something to eat quickly as well. So thank you for watching. Next week's going to be huge week. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not waiting till Rockstar. No, I can't. I've got to go. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we will see you. I'll probably see you again tomorrow, if not Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots to come. Good luck this week. Come on, Sadio Mane. Oh, please don't balls it up. See you later.